Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're taking a look at Magical Cards, which is a self-published title for 2 players, ages 14 and up, and games generally run about 5 to 30 minutes. Set in a world where wizards use elements, wind, fire, earth, lightning, ether, and water to battle across the tabletop, combining and using spell cards for even more devastating effects. Magical Cards is a turn-based tactical strategy game of smart cards. Use your iPhone as a game board, scan cards, and perform actions on screen to cast spells. The intuitive app will supervise and guide you through the rules of play, monitor used cards, display crucial info, and enhance the gameplay experience with custom animations for each spell you cast. Your goal is a simple one: knock out your opponent, reducing their health to 0, or have more health left when the cards run out. Grab your best spell books, cards, and let's battle. So gameplay here couldn't be more straightforward. You're really just going to download the app and everything you need for gameplay is there. The rules, how to play video, and so forth. There's settings that you can have a timer for each of your games, for each turn, but you don't have to use timers. Different ways to customize the game for sure. Now, it's that straightforward, and once you set up a new game, each side will take their deck of cards, shuffle them up, and you're going to draw 4 cards, ready to battle back and forth. And simply you're going to be touching the card to the phone, activating the card, you'll get the graphic in the middle, and then throwing the card at your opponent to do some devastating damage. So you have several different card types, and these cards are very high quality, plastic, thick. I love how they feel. And they are smart cards, obviously. They have a chip in them so you can scan them against your phone and activate their abilities and so forth. But several different types. So you have a multi-turn card, which will last over consecutive turns of 5, and some of these are going to be like regeneration, giving you health back, or you might do poison, attacking your opponent and causing them damage over the course of 5 consecutive attacks. So I like these multifaceted cards. You don't have a lot of them, but they do come in handy, obviously, for multiple attacks and things like that. And there's ways to combine cards, which we'll take a brief look at as well. Now, you also have golden cards. These are spells as well, but instead of revealing them, you're going to basically bank them. They're locked. So you're going to scan them face down, and your opponent doesn't know where it is. You put the card next to the phone, and you're going to put it in one of your slots at the bottom of your board or your phone. And you'll be able to activate it at a different time. But these are going to do all kinds of different things, like the 1 is going to stop the first attack against you. So it's kind of like you're gearing up to trigger it, right? And you might have a reflect, which reflects the first attack against you back to your attacker. So lots of neat things. You know, these golden cards are going to be very powerful, also limited in what's in your deck for sure. And then we have special cards, and these are going to be like rule-breaking cards. And here you have Vanishing, where you can become invisible on your next turn, so they really can't do anything to you. Or Haste, where you can perform 2 more actions this turn and attack your opponent back and forth relentlessly, which I love. And then finally, we have our elemental cards. Here we're going to take a look at fire and earth and all these cards, and you can even discover new ways to combine them. But you can potentially play 2 cards back to back to combine them and make them something really powerful. Like this was one of my favorites. Fire and earth combined create lava, and it's such a devastating attack. But so many of these cards you can play, and what's really fun about the game is for you to go find out those combos. But they do have a nice guide and icons at the bottom of the cards to kind of show you what they're capable of doing, I should say, and going after your opponent. So really, it is a battle of wills in which cards you put into play, battling back and forth, who can reduce the health of their opponent first. All right, folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview. Everything you've seen has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, with that said, this does feel done and complete. I really liked how it played. It's very intuitive, and it also activates on the phone very quickly, and really some nice animations and sound effects as you're attacking back and forth. The icons become very intuitive as you start to learn them and as you play, and all the different elemental cards, so many different ones to choose from, and how you might even play some cards consecutive, back to back, so you can do some really heavy duty damage by playing 2 of the same type of card. So it really is this interesting battle, and both decks are going to have the same cards, but it becomes almost a race. Who can get the big cards into play first as you battle back and forth, and how you put together those awesome combos. Again, I love lava, but so many different combos that you can activate and play to devastate your opponent. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it from me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.